welcome to Who Goes Social WGS Studio Talks. My name is Alexa Oliva, and today we have an amazing guest that just popped up out of nowhere. He's brilliant from what I hear, but you guys are going to get to be the choice if this is true what they're telling me here. His name is Mohammed Altunsi. Did I say that right? Mohammed Altunsi?
That is correct, yes.
All right, I did it. And so he is from the CFO from RewardLion, and we want to ask him some questions to see if he can keep it real. Mohammed, welcome to the show.
Thanks for inviting me, actually.
Very nice to have you here, and we want to pick your brain a little bit. So tell us, what exactly is RewardLion?
So RewardLion, actually, it's a business solution. You know, we go into business, help them. We provide them with, financial plans, all the way to marketing plans. You know, we strategically develop like a growth strategy for each of these businesses, and again, depends which industry, and from there we can provide like more and more. We even go farther to their operational structure, and we lift that up so they can help with the faster growth for these companies. Yeah.
And so what kind of industries have you had the most success with?
So we are working mostly with medical industry, but we have all the way from moving industry, to doctors, lawyers as well. We helped a lot of business brokers. So we can help in basically any industry. We do our research. Again, we start with the industry and then all the way down to that specific business.
And so what does that look like? Okay, so I need you because I definitely want to take my company to the next level, right? And so there are certain foundational things that we need to develop and structure. What are those things that you guys attack in the beginning?
First, we see like we have to take like at least some data, if you have any data, and then from there we discover what issue we have. Do we have, for example, issues in sales? We have issues in family businesses. They are good in their practices, but they don't they're not necessarily have a lot of information about the operational aspect of that. So that's when we come and then we evaluate their operation strategy, and then from there we can develop a marketing strategy and all of that.
And so what does that look like as far as timing? Like you take on a client, you assess the client, and then the plan of action. How long does it normally take to execute a plan of action before they start seeing results?
Right. So it depends again to what solution we're trying to implement for each business. Some businesses could take up to 6 months. That if we needed to develop like a specific application or specific platform for them, and some clients would take like within a month. We can have them set up with virtual assistants, with sales team fully prepared to just close deals.
All these fancy things, and purchasing of ads and things like that. I know that you guys have helped our company and as well as some of our clients with that as well. And we've been experiencing growth because of that, and we're very excited about lining ourselves with RewardLion. And so let me ask you a question. What's the most fun that you have when you're working with a client? Like, what is that thing where you're like, oh my God, this is awesome?
When you discover something that they're really not seeing. For example, data is the most important thing. It's power, but you gotta know how to use it. And that you can get a lot of stuff from these data. You can discover problems again in each department and teams, but you have to take the data seriously and study it and do your research.
And then I assume that you also help people set up those that data collecting systems for them in their business as well.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, because that I think is one of the biggest challenges that most business owners have, is setting up those systems, because they're good at what they do and they know how to deliver that generally when they get into business. But then those systems that are going to amplify your growth is, I think, where the biggest challenge is, especially the systems when it deals with employees as well. That's always one of the bigger challenges in running a business. So if you had one specific message to give to the type of clients that need this, what would that be?
Record every single activity you're doing. That's the first thing. So you can, if you have any failure, you can learn from that failure, from the data you have, because the data can get you a lot of insightful information. If you have sales, just go ahead and record them. We have seen businesses that they don't even have that kind of structure. They have sales, they have employees, but they don't have the system to record all of those. For example, if you're running like multiple campaigns, you gotta track each campaign. Otherwise, you would never know your return on investment for that specific campaign.
And you help your clients read that data so that we understand it.
Yes, of course. Yes. So each month we provide our clients with very insightful data, where we're going, what need to be improved, and yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Mohammed, for being with us here at Hugo Social. And we want you to tune in and look for our future episodes, which we're going to have another surprise. Another special guest from RewardLion is going to be here to join us in our future episode. We welcome you. This is Hugo Social. Again, my name is Alexa Oliva, and remember to live in love.